People always ask me now, what do you like better? Do you like climbing or base jumping better? I don't like either one better. I like them both the same. So what I really like is finding, something that has a great climbing objective and there's a base jump attached and getting to do both. One thing I really like to do is find those long, awesome crack routes, just kind of scattered in obscure places. I was just kind of flipping through an old guidebook and I noticed this route, and as soon as I looked at it and it said Steve Hong, I was like, oh, I better go find that route. You know that's a really awesome route. It's going to be long, it's going to be beautiful, probably going to be hard. That's like the, ding, 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 Steve Hong route. One reason I wanted to go down into Mineral Canyon is because that's a place we really like to base jump. I mean, there's just cliffs everywhere. And I thought that would be a really fun place to go with Mario because he's always wanting to find new exit points. It turns out that you can jump from straight off the top of the cliff right over this climb. And that's just, for us, kind of a cool bonus.
One, go.
This was really cool because it was this amazing, long, hard crack, and then we were able to jump off the top of the cliff to get to it, basically. So it's kind of like backwards, jump first, climb second, and that was neat too. It was a little tricky to find because I just think it fell into obscurity. It was in this old Eric Bjornstad desert book, so it wasn't where I was expecting to find a rad rock climb.
I don't really recall exactly when it was, but it was most likely 86 or something. When you drive along that road, at least back in those days, there wasn't anybody. There were no bikes, hardly. You could drive the whole loop and not see another car. You always felt like you were in a different world. That was the best place on earth for me back then. I'm glad that someone found it, actually. All to you, Steph, for finding that.
It's really nice to find a quiet place that people have forgotten about, nobody's going there, and you just go, get that feeling of exploring. You just look at it and you're like, wow, this thing's long and it's pretty rad. It's one thing to go do a hard short crack and it's neat, it's a different thing, but when you walk up to these long routes and you just, you can barely see the anchor, you're like, whoa. It was almost naturally split into 3 distinct sections with pretty good stances. In my mind, I was calling it pitch 1, pitch 2, and pitch 3. Someone else, as a first ascensionist, could have been totally justified calling for a belay at the top of what I was calling pitch 2, because you're just standing there. But that's part of what makes the route hard to do. It really adds to what it takes to do that climb. It just makes it a really proud, long route. And that is kind of the hallmark of the Steve Hong route. He kind of swooped through here and found all the most awesome long super splitters and did them in the best style.